Today we come to UNHCR offices again to work on our permits, and then we're also going to talk with Delphine Marie, who's going to tell us a little bit about the situation in Chad in general, and then more specifically about the refugees in Eastern Chad. Hopefully we get to speak with some other people. There's Oscar that is with Community Affairs, and then Andrea over to talk about the environment. So some different very important issues that UNHCR deals with here in Chad.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Delphine Marie. I'm a UNHCR spokesperson for Chad.
Yeah, when I first started coming in 2005, the feeling I would get from refugees is that they were going to go back home soon. Mm-hmm. They just had that feeling. Yeah. And then that has kind of been lost as I kept on coming. Mm-hmm. What are the challenges when you have a population that is in almost a semi-permanent refugee status?
Yes, we call it protracted situations, and unfortunately it's very frequent across the world. Mm-hmm. And the challenges are that you need to look at longer term, you need to look at the life of somebody. You know, mm-hmm. What is fair to offer to these people? What are their rights? And it's not only survival we're talking about, it's the socio-economic rights. It's access to health, it's access to education, it's access to a future, and to hope, to be able to do something with their lives. It's a fair chance that you want to give to these people also, despite the fact that they've lost everything and that they've fled. So it's an enormous challenge. It's also a protection tool both for girls, because if girls don't go to school, they get married early, and they have also early pregnancy, and there are many instances of that, and then there's also a number of cases of domestic violence or forced marriages, and for boys there's a lot of recruitment that is possible. If they go to school, in a way we keep them at hand, right. They're in the camp, they're supervised by the teachers, and they're not idling around, they're less exposed to violence or to protection risks.
Oscar Nkulu. I work as community services officer in this Chad office. You realize by going to the camps that you can now reach to people who never leave their houses, just because of some sort of handicap.
Right.
So if you understand that kind of reality, you can sort of target assistance towards how do we make of this person somebody useful to the whole community. What do you do to help this person live a dignified life like anybody else? And then through this kind of thinking, what happened last year, for example, is we were lucky to liaise with some American donors who said, okay, this is a problem, we know how we can contribute. They managed to get a number of ministries in the US. They put together some funds and made tricycles.
Oh yeah.
Which were brought here. And now what I wanted to show you, I hope I'll get hold of it now, is the picture of a young boy who had never left the compound where he was born and where he lived for the rest of his life till then, who's now at the marketplace selling things. You see? And there are those who now could join school because thanks to their cycle, they could go to school. And
he's part of his community.
Yeah.
It's very real.
It's authentic.
Very real, yeah.
Oh no.